Good morning. Today we will start destruction of ecosystem. Now, when we are studying about ecosystem, so we should know what is ecosystem. Alright, ecosystem. Now, this word was propounded by, or you can say the first coined by a British botanist whose name was Tansley, and when in 1935 he coined this name ecosystem. Now, what is ecosystem? If you want to jot down, please write it. An ecosystem can be defined as a group of living and non-living things which are interdependent. This means living and non-living, they are interdependent. This means living is dependent on non-living, non-living dependent on living. Clear? And are found in a particular type of environment. In our environment, it is available, and this is known as ecosystem. Now, when you understood what is ecosystem, now come to the next topic, the causes of destruction of ecosystem. Now, what are the causes which destruct our ecosystem? Clear? The first one, changes in land use. Clear? Now, as you know, human population is growing day by day, and per capita consumption of the resources, whatever resources are available in this earth, is increasing. This means the ecosystem is constantly being changed. Every time it is changed and destroyed. How? You know that suppose you have land, 2 kattha, and that land you are cultivating. That land is a cultivable land. But suddenly what happened? Your population increased in your family and you need house to stay in, the shelter. Obviously, you will have to use that land for different purpose. This is known as changes of land use. Clear? Now come to the second point, industrialization. Now, what do you mean by industrialization? How industrialization is destructing our ecosystem? You know, there is a rapid economic growth and industrialization have led a reckless exploitation of natural resources. Obviously, suppose you want to start one factory or one industry or one firm, first of all you will have to clear the land. Wherever it is, first of all, land is not available in the market area, but wherever you are getting, obviously you will be getting those areas where too many trees are there. You will have to clear so that you can establish your own industry. Alright, now increasing industrialization and rapid economic growth have led severe environmental problems. Now, what is the problem we are facing? Like accumulation of waste. Obviously, whatever waste will come out from the industry, where they will throw? They will dump it here and there. Clear? This is the major problem we are facing. Many are there. Many industries are there. Like you can see in our Dhanbad, the coal mine belt. Because we are in a coal mine belt, all the collieries, where they dump their coal dust and whatever is coming out, the coal can, they dump it near the river side, near Damodar. And because of that, you can see how much polluted water we are drinking. Clear? I will tell you about industrialization also, changes in land use also, how the land use is changing, how industrialization is affecting. But these are the causes of destruction. First, let me explain. Clear? The third one is urbanization. Urbanization. Now, you know, no one wants to stay in the village, because actually urbanization definition is a It is a process of relative growth in the country's urban population. We want to stay in the urban area, in the market area, in the city, in town we want to stay. So all the people who are migrating from the rural area to the urban area is known as urbanization. And this urbanization is degrading our ecosystem. Alright, this urbanization only. Why? Because now you only tell me, suppose you are going to your native land, you will see there is less pollution. Why? Vehicles are less, shops are less, people, they purchase those commodity in urban area, they are not getting in the rural area. And because of that, when we people, you know, after eating we throw the wrapper here and there. That is our main habit. So we are, means directly or indirectly, we are also destroying our ecosystem by polluting it. Clear? This also we will discuss, urbanization. Now come to the fourth point, which is shifting agriculture. Now you know this is a geography term, shifting agriculture. Now first of all, what is shifting agriculture? It is also known as slash and burn method. Slash and burn method. Now what do you mean by slash and burn method? Now suppose you have one small field, and in that field you know that that field is yielding such a nice grains to you every year. Now continuously you will try to take out grain from that particular field, but you should know that if you are not planting any such type of nitrogenous fixing plant in the soil, your soil will lose the fertility. And because of that, what happens? When your soil lose the fertility, you move from one field to other. Now when you are moving, what you will do with that particular field which you are leaving? You will burn it. And after burning, nitrogen will be fixed in the soil, and again after 5 years, 4 years, again you can use that land. This is known as shifting agriculture. Now come the fifth point, it is known as dwelling unit. Now what do you mean by dwelling unit? You know, new roads we are constructing, new railway lines we are putting. Now all these things, obviously it is a demand of a public. Why? Because population increasing, vehicles will be more, road you want, population is increasing, people will be going from one place to another more, you need more railway lines. So obviously all these dwelling unit, what we do in the village area or even sometime in the urban area, government takes the land of the people by giving a good amount government gives. But government is giving good amount, but the land which is cultivable is now not cultivable, because in that particular land they are making roads, they are putting railway tracks. All these things is also destructing our ecosystem. Clear? These are the 5 points which causes the destruction of ecosystem. Now I will tell you how the changes in land use is taking place. Clear? What are the main reasons? Now change in land use, main cause I told you, that population explosion. If population explosion will be there, what will happen? The more and more people will ask for the shelter. Now when they ask for the shelter, what will be the problem? You will have to deforestate the land. You will have to deforestate. Now in changes in this one, the causes, or you can say main reasons behind deforestation. Alright, main reason, because we are deforesting only because we are changing the pattern of the land pattern, we are changing the use of the land, we are changing. How? First point, what are the main reason? Like more and more agricultural land, alright, land for agriculture and human settlement. Because population increasing, we need more and more food. We need more food, we'll have to clear the forest. First point is more land for agriculture and human settlement. Alright. Settlement. Clear? We need more and more place to settle down and more place to air for agriculture. Why? Population increased, we don't have money, alright, and all are not getting job, that also you know. Now second point, construction of dams. This is a major problem. Alright, because you need more power. As human settlement, you made your house, but you need electricity. So you need dams to be constructed. That is, like we have Maithon Dam, which is generating electricity. That is also a problem. Third point, requirement of fuel wood. Now, this is a major problem. If you need wood, now I'll say, sir, nowadays we are getting LPG cylinder. Why to use wood then? I'm not talking about only the wood which we are using for cooking. We are using this wood not only for cooking, even in the industry for heating purposes, in lighting purposes we are using. Many more requirements are there. Even wood we are using in a paper industry, in a furniture industry, in a plywood industry, in a dye to make drugs, that is a medicine. Alright, gums, wax, latex for rubber. We are using wood only. So you can understand requirement of wood will increase. Why? Population increased. Fourth point, clear? Overgrazing. Now this is a major problem. Overgrazing. Now why overgrazing is a problem? Because you know that if your grazing is alright, we can understand. But overgrazing, this means your plant cover will be removed totally. Overgrazing. Now only we are removing. Over if you will graze it, so what will happen? You can understand. Clear? And worst one which is happening in our Dhanbad also is mining activities. Mining activities. Now this mining activities, you know that we lose all the topsoil, and this causes, you know what? Soil erosion. Again, it is a topic of geography. Alright, because topsoil removed, you cannot do anything. The soil will become barren. So this mining activity also hampers our the land use. After that, construction of large dam. I told you why we are constructing large dams, only for hydroelectricity. Clear? Many examples are there. You can see to it. In your book also it is given. The Idukki Dam over the Periyar River in Kerala. Alright, like this many are there. You can go ahead and check it. After that, changes in this land use have destroyed the natural habitat of animal. Now this is a major problem. When you are using the land for, suppose the land is for the forest region. Now you are clearing the forest, where the animals will go, where the wild animals will stay. Now this creates hell lot of problem. And because of that, we should not change, because so many species, likewise we are not having so many species nowadays, we cannot see. Because 100 years ago, you will not believe, the population of tiger in India was approximately 40,000. Alright, and that also out of 1 lakh tiger in the entire world. This means 40,000 tiger was in our country. But at present, at the time of independence, we were having only 24,000 tigers. Now you'll say, sir, in place of 40,000 we were having? No. In place of 1 lakh which we are having, out of that 1 lakh, we are having only 24,000. And slowly the number is decreasing. And with around 3,000 or even less in India, nowadays only tiger remains. So only because of the changes in the land use. After that, I told you industrialization. Clear? Now industrialization, the first in industry, we know the first one is the mining. Now what is mining? First of all, what is mining activities? Mining is the removal of minerals and the other material from the earth crust. When we are removing, so obviously we will have to remove the top layer also, the topsoil which we say. Now what will happen? When we do all these mining, what happens? See the result of mining. Now what are the results? See, the first one, alright, reshaping of the topography. Now see to it. Alright, reshaping the topography. This means now what was the map of Dhanbad after 20 years, 30 years down the line? If you will make the map of Dhanbad, many places will be not there because Jharia will be not there in the map of Dhanbad because Jharia is fully under fire. Nirsa will be not there. After that, Kedua, Karken, Putki, Munidi, all these places will be not there. Why? Because this is reshaping our topography because of the mining. Because actual mining, DGMS, they have given the guideline we should follow. Even the DGMS guide have given the rules and regulations, they should also come and visit. But the problem, you know, that here everything, you know what happens, how the works are conducted, you know that. And this is changing the topography of our land, the reshaping of our land. After that, second point, generation of debris. Debris in Hindi we say kachra. Now, when mining activity takes place, you go to those areas, you will see everywhere the dust. I am giving you one best example in Dhanbad only. Go Matkuria, ahead of Matkuria, there is one place known as 26 number, 26 number. You go there, then you will see in the rainy season, you will not able to ride your two-wheelers. Half kilometer approximate, not half kilometer, little bit more than that. That area is fully, because that area is a mining area, and when the trucks and the highways are coming with the loaded of coal, and they are obviously, it's raining also, the dust will come, dust with the water will come and it will spill in the road, and there you will not able to ride. So this is how they generate even debris also. Clear? Now the third point is a disruption, very important, disruption of surface and ground water. This is very important. Now when you are doing mining activities, obviously you have seen the pit water which is coming out. Those waters, if they will not take out through the mining activities, if they are not disturbing the water, that can be used as a underground water we can drink. But the problem, when the mining activities take place, they are disrupting all the surface and the groundwater which is available there. Now this mining activity also hampers in many ways. Like first one I am telling you, the soil erosion I told you. Second, landslide. If the big boulders they are removing, so even the landslide can also take place, and you know the quality of land will go down. There is degradation of land. Reason I told you. Why? Because the topsoil will be removed. The land, what if it is in A category, it will go to the D category. So this is how we are disturbing. Now you come to the